In 5, 4, 3, 2. StarLog episode 24.
Episode 20-something for sure. I've lost count at this point.
Hey, Michael, you know what's better than 23?
What?
24.
You know, that joke's gonna pay off next episode for sure.
It really is.
I feel like we might be a little early on that one.
We might be a little bit early. We're just teasing.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, almost Happy New Year, BearCon.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. May your Michaels be Michaeling.
We did a show
In high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did White Christmas when we were sophomores, and every single song in the Wings, we would replace the lyrics with somebody's name.
Yeah.
And it was probably the best running bit that I've ever been a part of. I've had the luck of
Michael's always been the best name. It always worked best.
It's just the two syllables just go so you can replace any word with it.
You know, nothing ever went with BearCon. Happy BearCon days, happy BearCon days. It doesn't have the same ring.
It doesn't. It kind of fits, but Happy Michael Days.
Happy
definitely
Michael
does seem to,
days,
like,
happy
roll off the tongue
Michael
a little bit
days. It feels so much
How was
better.
your Christmas?
My Christmas was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Family, good food. I ate a lot of cream corn.
Did you get any good gifts?
Oh, I got some good gifts. I got a Mavs hoodie that I really wanted.
Oh,
I don't know how Allison did it because I could not
She went to the store and she bought a hoodie.
Well, no, it's been sold. My size has been sold out.
What's your size could not be all that special.
If it's a popular hoodie, the larges are the first to go.
That's true.
So, but I was really happy. I liked the gifts I gave.
You said my size as if it was like a very specific. Like,
it is.
You're like, they can't have my brand. I have special. You wear a large. You wear the most popular size that they have.
Yeah, it's like in shoes too. Like, do you know what the first shoe to sell out is?
What?
Freaking 10.5 11s. Always. And they're always the most expensive. When you resell a shoe, if you're buying a shoe that's being resold, you know?
Are you a sneakerhead? Have you ever been a sneaker? I
like sneakers.
I've never known this about you.
I like looking at sneakers.
But
they're really expensive.
Yeah.
There's some sneakers out there that there's a Miles Morales Across the Spider-Verse pair of Jordans that I really want. But I missed when they came out, so now it's like resale, and every time I look at it, the 10s and 11s are always like $200 more expensive than like the 8s or 13s.
I feel like the resale market has ruined so many industries.
It has.
And if Ticketmaster got things under control, like the entire concert ticket reselling industry would go away. Because really, they're the only person in that space. Like, they are the only company really in that space. Yeah. So they could just figure out how not to sell tickets to a bunch of bots who are immediately going to resell the tickets for like twice the price.
And do you know what Ticketmaster does that really just makes me so mad?
What?
It makes me so... Do you know how difficult this is when you're trying to buy tickets for like 3 people? Ticketmaster does this thing where, say there's 4 seats, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I want to buy 3 of them. They'll give you a little notification and be like, sorry, you can't leave one hanging. What do you mean I can't leave one hanging? I don't need 4 tickets. I just need 3 tickets.
Oh, by one hanging, do you mean like the...
Yeah, I can't leave one by itself. Isn't that crazy?
That's so stupid.
It's the stupidest rule in the world. I do not understand it.
That has nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to do with me. But now, to be fair, I don't know if it's like an aisle thing, like one can't be left on the aisle, or regardless, it should not happen. There should not be an option where that's
It's more like they just don't want to sell it to you. Like, movie theaters don't do that.
Yeah, no
you know,
one does
if
that.
you want to leave a
Nobody
hanging
does
seat
that.
in a movie theater, that is completely your right as a customer to be like, these are the 3, I only want 3 tickets, and these are the 3 seats I want.
Yeah, like, why do I have to buy 4 tickets? It's stupid.
It's just that Ticketmaster has this monopoly on this space that they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. And you know what's stupid?
What?
It's really subtle, right? Because it's like, oh, there's Live Nation, there's SeatGeek or whatever. All owned by the same company.
They're all owned by the same company.
All Ticketmaster. You can't fool me.
This is crazy.
It's crazy.
And then they refuse to solve a single problem. Like, they're the one person in the industry doing this, and then they have a million problems, and they're like, well, what are they going to do? Go somewhere else?
Yeah.
No.
What are they going to do? Not go see Sabrina Carpenter?
I know.
Ridiculous. You know what I did today, Michael?
What'd you do today?
I was very kind, and I did my wife's laundry. By doing my wife's laundry, I mean I put...
How brave
I put the clothes in the washing machine for her, and I transferred it. But I didn't put detergent.
What?
So I just washed it.
Made her clothes wet.
I just made her clothes. I dried
That's all
them.
you did.
I thought it was very nice of me.
Why would you not put in detergent?
It was an accident. I didn't mean to.
Do you wash your clothes?
I do wash my clothes. I just forgot to put detergent in. Which really, we weren't laughing about it today, but the more I think about it, the funnier it is.
What? You really tried to do a good thing, and you just
forgot the
one important step. Really,
it's not the first time I've done this. We've talked about this before. The Easy Mac. I forgot
the
water
most
with
important
Easy Mac.
step.
Forgot the
in
detergent
all of these
with laundry.
easy things.
But you know what I'd never forget, Michael?
What?
I never forget the love, and I love you.
I love you too. That being said, maybe next time put the detergent in.
Hill's tough. Good thing it was her load, not mine.
If it was gonna be someone's clothes, I'm glad it was my wife's
I'm glad it was my wife's clothes.
I like having clean clothes.
Smells like detergent.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is fresh.
Yeah, this is fresh. It's actually it is fresh. It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen that movie yet.
I saw Sonic. I've seen the trilogy. Listen, Sonic is the one franchise that I think gets better and better every movie they release. Like, they actually improve. It's, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's never going to be better than the first one or whatever. Uh-huh. Sonic's one of the only ones, if not the only trilogy, to be like, no, every single one they do is better. And I don't know if I ever told you this. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, they were filming it at my hotel in Hawaii.
You did? In Hawaii.
Yeah, when we arrived. So that's what got me. I was always a Sonic fan, right? I always loved Sonic, but I never really gave the movies a chance.
Yeah.
When that happened, I was like, okay, I got to see this movie because I want to see my hotel. And I want to see if I can find myself drinking a pina colada in the background.
Yeah.
I did not find myself, but the movie was good. And Sonic the Hedgehog 3, straight gas. The final act.
I heard it was like an Avengers movie, basically.
Dude, it was so... Shadow is so cold. My friend Danbo, at Danbo, shout out to him. He put it perfectly. The final act is literally a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie.
Oh, wow.
It's so dope. It's so cool. They did Shadow very, very well.
Good. And Keanu Reeves probably good casting for that too.
He was.
Idris Elba was great casting for Knuckles.
Dude, Knuckles is the funniest part of that whole franchise. 1000%.
I'm watching The Wire right now, and Idris Elba is like a very big character in The Wire.
I thought you were about to say he's a fairy. You pause. He's like
in The Wire,
and Elba's a fairy.
It's literally about the police trying to catch drug traffickers, and then there's just one fairy character.
Hey, the right
and
drug,
it's played by
could be
Idris
a fairy.
Elba. No, he's a very big character, and it's so funny watching like the promos and stuff in the trailer and everything for the Sonic movie and seeing Idris Elba in that role, like right after I'm seeing him in this very serious like drug dealer like kingpin role, you know? And so it's like he really is somebody who can do it all.
Dude, he's basically like like Drax. He's a Drax of Sonic the Hedgehog. You know that Drax humor where he's like, if I don't move, you can't see me?
Yeah.
He makes jokes like that the entire film, and it's perfect.
Nice.
It's so good.
I was supposed to see Sonic 1 for Valentine's Day in 2020. And
Please
then
tell me, was it a
postponed
date?
For a little bit. It was going to be a double date.
Aw,
and
Michael.
We postponed for a little bit, and then COVID hit, and I've never seen a Sonic movie. Because I've never had an opportunity after that.
I think we should binge. When Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out on streaming, we're just going to binge the entire trilogy. You're going to watch the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trilogy, the Sonic trilogy before you've seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. People did not like the fact that I hadn't seen Lord of the Rings, obviously. I knew they would. I knew they wouldn't like that, but I mean, what are you going to do, right?
Have you seen any movies this holiday season? We saw Mufasa.
Yeah, I saw Nosferatu.
Oh, how was that? I haven't seen it.
Dude, okay. It's actually a really good movie, like visually stunning, and the writing and the acting and everything is amazing. But it's really freaky.
Like freaky as in spooky?
No. Well, yes, but also freaky as in they have sex with the vampire.
Oh, Twilight!
Like multiple times. Yes, but this vampire is actually like a rotting corpse.
Does he sparkle? Oh, so he doesn't sparkle.
No. And in fact, never mind.
No. Finish the sentence.
Well, I mean, sunlight doesn't agree with him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I see.
But
he does not glimmer in the sunlight.
No. But it's like, it is weird, like watching like the amount of people online openly lust after this decaying corpse of a monster.
That's crazy.
And it's like, and this thing is not only actually visually repulsive, but also is a monster and kills people and locks people in these nightmare fugue states. And then, I go on Twitter and they're like, I need him in my life. I could change him. And it's like, what are you talking about? What is the appeal of this?
I hear that you see the monster's prosthetic, his pee-pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also heard that Bill Skarsgård gifted his prosthetic monster penis to Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, he framed it and everything.
That's fascinating.
Merry Christmas.
It's
the season of giving.
I can see why if you were going to give it to a cast member, it would be him based on the scene that, the prosthetic shows up in. But at the same time, I feel like that's a little strange.
Nothing says Christmas like a prosthetic penis.
Look, it's a great movie. However, some of y'all need to calm down.
Do you think
some of y'all need a cold shower? This is a lot. If you were to see that thing in real life, you'd be having second thought. You wouldn't be saying the same things that you're saying on Twitter. This is a lot.
Do you think it fits the narrative that it's the movie of 2024?
Making it movie of 2024 right after Wicked? I mean, come on. If we're going to pick a movie of 2024, it's got to be Wicked, right?
Would you pick Wicked or Dune Part 2?
Oh my god, Dune Part 2 is
I think it's
Wicked.
Wicked, I've rewatched Wicked 4 times in theaters happily. I don't think I could see Dune a third time in theaters.
Here's the problem, is that Dune was so early on in the year that it's tough to compare the two. Because, of course, right now I would say Wicked, but that's because that was last month.
Yeah.
Right? Dune was a year ago at this point.
That's my thing. Dune, like I just mentioned earlier, I've had zero urge to rewatch Dune Part 2.
Uh-huh.
It's fantastic. I loved it in the theaters. I saw it twice in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
But Wicked, I've seen it 4 times in theaters. I'm buying it December 31st when it's available for digital release.
Uh-huh.
I can rewatch that movie so many times.
Yeah.
And Wicked Part 2 comes out in 2025.
Dude, I'm actually stoked for that.
Wicked for good. It's one of my most
I really
movies of
enjoyed
the year.
Wicked.
So good.
Yeah.
Do you have any other movies that you're really excited for in 2025?
The new Avatar movie. Those are actually
Fire and Ash.
Yes, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Those are the 2 movies that I'm most excited for.
And they come out within a month of each other. Oh, and they're both at the end of 2025.
So it's gonna be a whole year from now. Huh?
It's gonna be a whole year.
Dude, there were so many delays also the movie delays that were announced recently, like the Batman Part 2.
Oh my god! But that was never coming out in 2025.
No, but
yeah,
now but the news just recently came out.
That's
and
tough.
That hit me, especially because in some of these most recent episodes, I've been talking about how I think the Batman might be the best movie ever. Yeah, and so when that news came out, it was a huge blow.
Yeah, that one hurt a lot, but I think 2025 though is going to be one of the craziest years for movies. Of all time.
Yeah.
What are you have some crazy box office battles, too. I mean, there's so much I'm looking forward to, Michael. There's, original movies, like Mickey 17, Robert Pattinson's movie, where he, dies and comes back, over and over again. I can't wait to see that. Of course, we have the Minecraft movie. But
could be based.
In all seriousness, I mean, we're going to have one of the greatest box office battles of all time, July 2025. We have Jurassic World Rebirth.
How many?
But here's the thing. Each one of those have hit $1 billion. Each Jurassic World movie has hit $1 billion. So that's coming out in July. And then the next week is Superman. And then Fantastic Four. All 3 of those movies releasing in July. Thunderbolts is going to be gas. Captain America Brave New World's going to smack.
Bro, that Superman trailer looks amazing.
It looks so fantastic.
It's so good. And I'm not a Superman guy. I've never really been I've always thought his powers were boring because he's so strong.
Yeah.
But that
opening shot of that trailer where he's bloodied, something actually beat him.
And
relatable.
Yeah. And the trailer, and when just that scene where he saves the girl.
Oh yeah, how crazy is it that we're not used to seeing superheroes actually save people?
I know. I don't know what about it. Also, just is so visual, cinematically appealing, right?
Yeah. No, it is
something I don't know what it is because it doesn't seem like a scene that really is all that different, right? But something about him swooping in at super speed with all the broken glass around or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it looks just like the trailer is so consumable. It's so it's a breathtaking trailer. It really is.
Yeah.
And then I'm honestly very excited for our live action remakes. I don't even care. Lilo and Stitch. hit me with it. How to Train Your Dragon, hit me with it. I'm so pumped for those movies.
I'm still of the opinion
You know what, Michael?
that
I don't care.
okay.
If you're gonna say,
Never mind.
If you're gonna say that you don't
Alright.
like the live action movies, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care anymore. You cannot
not
bottle
that-
down
it's-
my hype for
it's
How to Train
not
Your
that I
Dragon.
don't. It's not that I don't like them, but if you're gonna make them so true to the original source material, what's the point?
You know what, Michael? I'm glad it's true to the source material.
What did you think
I'm
of
glad.
Mufasa? What did you think?
Mufasa was. You can't compare Mufasa because Mufasa was the original story.
All right, I'm pivoting then. What did you think of Mufasa? Because we saw that together.
Mufasa was a 6 out of 10.
I agree. I think it was super mid. Probably one of the more mid movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a lot of the brother. Like, I've always wanted a brother song. Is trending right now.
I thought the one line was more powerful than the whole song, where he's like, "I gotta tell you, Mufasa, I always wanted a brother."
Boom boom.
Yeah,
A brother.
but then the song made it too like Lin-Manuel Miranda and made it a little bit too like, "What did you say about my brother?"
But listen, it is a trendy 15-second clip now on all social media. So
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda'd again. So can you be upset with him? He did what he was supposed to do.
Something about the lions singing. Look, and it was like the same with the Lion King, like the live action Lion King. But something about them singing doesn't look right.
I mean, I can understand that.
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt. Why'd they make the villains?
I'm having trouble with the connection.
Oh, sorry
Please try
about that,
again
Siri.
later.
Oh, okay. My bad, Siri.
Serious sorry trouble understanding Mufasa.
Why did they make the villain?
Wait, you still don't have a phone case on your phone? Michael, it's been weeks. Michael,
I just got a new phone for the
and you just threw it off. Michael, how did you break your
iPhone
previous
16
phone?
Pro Max. I actually didn't break.
You threw it on your bed with no case
So
and it broke.
The previous phone.
Yes,
Two phones
you've
ago.
not learned your lesson.
Well,
This is incredibly irritating.
it was a
Put
soft
a case
toss.
on that phone.
It was a soft toss.
Was it a soft toss on your bed?
No, it was actually it was
Michael.
a toss.
iPhone case. For the love of God.
I'll get it. I got this phone right before Christmas. I didn't have time.
It's been weeks.
It's
weeks.
but it's been the weeks between.
You got that phone on
Christmas
December
and New
15th.
Year's.
It is December 29th. It has been 14 days.
I'll get a case.
Tell me what you thought about Mufasa.
Okay. But what was I saying? Oh, I don't like the villain song. Bye. What? That immediately makes him not scary. And they casted a Bond villain. Like, they casted a guy who's really good at playing villains.
One of the best villain voices ever.
They casted Hannibal Lecter. And then immediately he's going, "I'll make you go. Bye. What the fuck
And
are we doing?"
It was actually it was a good villain for the story, too. Like a lion who's like, I'm going to take out every king in the Pride Lands.
Okay,
Sick.
got it. And he looks scary.
They're all icy.
And he sounds scary, but then the song, just by itself, immediately ruins the entire vibe.
Yeah, I understand that.
All of the intimidation gone.
I do, like I said, I did like that it was an original story. I liked the callbacks they made in the movie. I did like kind of Scar's, Taka's transformation into Scar.
Yeah, it was-
Like, I like those things. Like, it wasn't a bad, like, waste of time. Like,
Yeah.
I did enjoy watching it.
It was fun to see, like, where Rafiki came from. you
Yeah.
know.
It was just, I remember when Lion King was first announced, like, the live action for the original was announced. I was so excited because I was like, I want them to remake Lion King. Like, I want to see Lion King in live action.
Right.
And it was the most disappointing for me. And, like, it truly just was not transferable. Like, it does not transfer from animation to live action well at all.
Right.
It's not, but they did the Jungle Book so well. But I think
Exactly.
Jungle Book had that human element that you can compare them side by side with.
I see.
That you can't do with the
Mowgli is
Lion
there.
King. Right. So I think that's what actually makes it better. Is that you can actually feel like it's live action, but it's still also animated in some ways. But it just looks better because the dynamic was better. This one just felt like CGI shot for shot, and it didn't really have the life the same way. If that makes sense.
I would agree with you on that, I think.
Yeah.
What did you think of Skeleton Crew?
Oh, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Well, what was that? Well,
Oh, nothing. I was just talking to you.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I was saying, Star Wars Skeleton Crew now streaming on Disney Plus.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
I don't know what you're talking about,
I feel
Michael.
like-
I'm just trying to talk about Disney's Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Okay.
No, in all
Did you know that
seriousness,
Chili's 2 for $20 is back? What are we doing?
no, in all seriousness, though, I do really like it, and do you know why I really like it?
Why?
It is a live-action Treasure Planet.
It kind of is.
It really is.
Isn't it?
Think about it. Kid wants to go out in the world, finds an alien ship, gets in it, takes off on his treasure hunt, and well, in this case, he's trying to go back home, but there's treasure involved.
Yeah.
The robot, the droid, is literally the robot from Treasure Planet.
Oh, like the voice actor?
No, not the voice actor.
What?
It's literally the same premise. So, okay, in Treasure Planet, the gold robot, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like missing a part of his brain. He can't remember where the treasure is and the map. And so they find the piece of his brain, it clicks, and then suddenly he remembers everything. The captain, all of it. It's the exact same thing in Skeleton Crew. It's the exact same thing. Where
God.
every time they ask him about Ad-Adden, he's like, I don't remember no Ad-Adden.
Yeah.
Boom! Treasure Planet!
Are you caught up on Skeleton Crew, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Dude, I don't know what it, like, I think that they really nailed this project. And
Yeah. It has a lot of life.
it's so cute.
It is very cute.
Because it's about
for
these
sure.
children. It's childish. And that's why I phrase it that way, because I think they lean into the childish element of it. But this is actually a good story to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in some of these other shows where they were going more childish, it didn't really make sense and was cringy. But for this one, where it's like literally about these kids from suburbia, right? And then going out on an adventure, it makes sense for them to be kids.
And it really does, like, it does hone in on, like, the nostalgia aspect of, like, growing up being a Star Wars fan.
yeah.
Because even though they're in that universe, they still have heard these stories and these tales. And
Yeah.
they still, like, pretend. Like, they still, like, the invisible lightsabers. And they imagine themselves as Jedi. They look up to Jedi, just like we did growing up.
And they actually have, like, some complexity in there in that the kids aren't just immediately like, we're going on an adventure and it's going to be so cool and we're going to be awesome. They're like, I'm scared and we need to find an adult. And the parents are like, what would we not do to find our kid? Like, they are breaking the laws and, you know, really trying to find their kids by any means necessary, which is exactly what you would do if your kid was missing. You know, the children find an adult and they don't do like the stereotypical, like, okay, I'm going to be your father figure now. And we're going to, you know, have like this loving family dynamic. It's like this guy is a very flawed character with a checkered past. And we don't know if we can or cannot trust him.
Yeah.
At any
Is he a
time.
Jedi or not? He doesn't have the Force. He does have the Force, but he's so obviously not a Jedi.
Does he even have your best interest at heart?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably
Even though he's
not.
had fathering moments. We
Yeah.
also, like, spoiler warning, if at this point in recording, the most recent episode was the spa episode.
Uh-huh.
He finds he finds a lightsaber. He takes captaincy. Are you caught up?
No, yeah, I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah. So he takes over. He challenges the child, and so he clearly was, like they said the whole time, you can't trust him.
He clearly didn't want to hurt the child, but at the same time, he was
But he would have.
I'm gonna take your spot as captain.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
don't make me do this because I will do this. It will suck, but I'll do it
Yeah,
for sure.
that's why I like this show.
I really like it. There's some things that I'm hesitant towards. First of all, I don't know how many episodes are left.
Uh-huh.
So right now, I really like the pacing. I hope it has like a good 3 or 4 episodes left.
Right. I do think that there's one part that's like overly cliche and cheesy and childish, where it's like, I think it's episode 4 when they go to the planet that's not at Athens.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a war
The
torn planet.
childs are
And-
like
yeah.
warriors and adults. I'm like, okay.
And Neil is all like, on my planet, we don't fight, but maybe that's because I'm scared. And then, like, the girl warrior, like, kisses him on the cheek and then backflips into the sunset. And I'm only exaggerating a little bit.
I don't even think that's exactly what happened.
That's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much. And that's been my critique of a lot of these Disney projects, is that some of them are just, like, too cringy. But that was the only part in this show that I thought, why?
Yeah.
Seriously, was this necessary? Did we need Neil to have some sort of weird love interest with some warrior Mad Max girl? I don't get it.
Yeah, I can understand that. The other things I'm kind of worried about is I think clearly Jod, or whatever his name really is,
Right.
I think he's so clearly affected by Order 66.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be called. We're gonna get that call back, and I'm gonna see Order 66 for like the 10th time. So that's gonna happen. One thing that does interest me though, At-Aten has been in this bubble that they're protecting. So I don't think any of them know who like Luke Skywalker is.
No.
And what happened with
They
like
wouldn't.
the Death Star. They don't know about the Empire.
Yeah, they didn't even know about the war.
That's what's crazy to me. I cannot wait to kind of hear about that. That's gonna be really interesting. That's gonna be an interesting reveal. I hope they show it. But because right now in time period, this takes place at the same time as The Mandalorian.
Right.
So there's one cameo that I do really want. I don't want any other cameos, but this one I think fits so well. Do you think you know who that could be?
Cal Kestis?
Kestis? No. Hondo. I want Hondo.
Oh,
if there's ever a
course.
project to put Hondo in, it's a Star Wars live action space pirate show.
Yeah.
Give me Hondo.
And we've had Hondo on stuff like
he's in everything.
Yeah.
He's in everything except live action. And you know what?
Have we not had a live action Hondo yet?
Technically we have in Disney World. He's in
because there's that like,
animatronic.
Yeah,
that's the only live action Hondo we've ever seen.
Yeah, I remember. When
but that makes him canonically alive. Canonically alive. So weird. I want Hondo to make some type of appearance. That's the only cameo I care about.
Count as canon?
Yes, Galaxy's Edge is canon for the sequel trilogy. That's that same era.
Interesting.
Yeah. You mentioned Disney Plus shows and not really loving a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We just got a trailer today about your friend and neighborhood Spider-Man. What do you think of that?
I think it looks like a Disney XD show.
Oh, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
It's kind of a bad thing.
No, okay.
It's like, I don't think this is for my age demographic.
No.
That's just my opinion. I feel like, okay, this looks for something for people younger than me.
But like the animated Spider-Man shows that grew up on like kids shows or whatever, like the Spectacular Spider-Man, even Disney XD Spider-Man show, they were all good. Like there hasn't been an animated Spider-Man show that hasn't been good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like that. I hope that doesn't stop you from watching it and enjoying it, because I think the animation looks great. It's a lot of things that we haven't seen before in a Spider-Man show, and they truly are going for any character you can think of. They're trying to make them involved, which I'm excited about.
I'll try it. I mean, like I'm imagining it might be like a Star Wars Rebels situation.
Star Wars Rebels had some of the best moments in Star Wars,
but also some of the worst. So
yeah, touche. All right, you want to play a little game?
Yeah.
I want a fantasy draft to end this episode.
Okay.
So how this works is Michael's going to pick 5 animated movies. I'm going to pick 5 animated movies. We're going to take turns. So I'll go, you'll go, or you go, I'll go. The rule is, though, I cannot say an animated movie that you've said, and everyone else at home is going to tell us who has the better roster, the better animated starting 5. All right?
All right.
How are we going to decide who goes first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Shoot.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. Let's go. All right. With my number one pick in With my number one pick in the animated With my number one pick in the animated fantasy draft, I'm going Iron Giant.
What?
What? Because I knew you'd pick it. I'm snaking you right from the get-go.
You did, but
I got Iron Giant. That's number one. Your turn.
I'm gonna take The Incredibles.
Okay, take The Incredibles. I'm gonna take Coraline.
Why are you taking my favorite movies? I'm taking The Wild Robot.
Okay.
Easy next pick.
I'm taking Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay. So let me get serious.
I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win.
Let me get serious here for a second because you got me flustered.
That was my whole strategy. I knew I'd beat you in rock, paper, scissors. I knew if I went first, I was picking the Iron Giant.
You've never seen the Iron Giant. You don't even like Coraline.
Doesn't matter.
You picked them as your top 2 favorite animated movies.
I know what the public wants. I know what the public wants, and I'm trying to win.
Okay. So I got The Incredibles. I just picked The Incredibles to spite you. I think it's a good movie.
You have The Incredibles and you have The Wild Robot.
Oh, Monsters, Inc., because I know that's your favorite movie.
So I have Iron Giant, Coraline, Into the Spider-Verse, and then I am going to go Toy Story.
Yeah, okay. I said it before and I'll say it again. Toy Story, good movie. The franchise is overrated.
You're ridiculous.
Every single movie is
You know what,
the same.
Michael? This isn't about your opinion. This is about the perfect bracket that the audience will enjoy.
Okay.
Our fate's in their hands.
Okay. God.
I know, I gotta think of a fifth one. Which one would you not pick? Oof. It's tough.
Let me think. Because I remember, too, that we got some
so-
criticisms from the another time that we did a top 5. And
that was our top 5. Now we're trying to appease. Okay, so
but they you know what? I think I'm gonna go Spirited Away because it was something that I've overlooked in the past.
Yeah, okay.
But it actually is probably one of the best, if not the best, animated movie.
All right, so you have The Incredibles, Monsters Inc., The Wild Robot, and Spirited Away.
Yeah.
I have The Iron Giant, Coraline, Into the Spider-Verse, and Toy
so many
Story.
of my favorite movies.
At number 5, I'm gonna go Emperor's New Groove.
I can quote that movie line for line.
Didn't pick it though.
Oh my god. I feel like you don't even fuck with the Emperor's New Groove in the way that I fuck with the Emperor's New Groove. I feel like
Everybody loves Emperor's New Groove.
I feel it, yeah, but I just feel like I fuck with it in like a unique and like totally different way.
You didn't pick
you
it
just
though.
would not
You
understand.
had 4 opportunities to pick it and you didn't.
Damn. Okay.
And you've even said that's one of your favorite movies, period.
Yes.
Am I wrong? You
No,
still
of course
didn't pick
it's
it.
because you got me flustered from the
I
game.
know how to play the game.
Oh my god! And I spent so much of this game just trying to spite you instead of playing. Man, the only way to win is not to play. Damn. Okay. God. I do really love Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
However, I feel like Into the Spider-Verse might have it beat.
Yeah.
So I think I need to choose something in a little bit of a different vein to try and get the one up on you there.
Into the Spider-Verse has a beat just because it's taken so long for Beyond the Spider-Verse. There's some movies where it's okay that there's a gap, but this with the cliffhanger, this is too long. It's too long of a gap. Can't do it.
All right.
It's killing it.
God.
2027.
I've already picked 2 Pixar movies too. I've already picked.
It's heat.
You know what? I really love Coco.
All right.
Even though I've already picked 2 Pixar movies, if I'm being genuine, I think Coco is the best Pixar movie.
No, but it's a good pick. I respect it. All right.
I
So
don't respect a
recap.
single thing about you.
All right. So let us know who won. My top 5. We have the Iron Giant, or my starting 5: the Iron Giant, Coraline, Into the Spider-Verse, Emperor's New Groove, and Toy Story.
And my starting 5 are The Incredibles, Monsters Inc., The Wild Robot, Spirited Away, and Coco.
I got you beat.
Yeah, because you took my list.
Let's freaking go.
You stole my play sheet.
Yeah, I did. I'm proud of it.
Whatever.
All right. I think that's our episode, Michael.
I think so too.
Yeah, so we'll be back for lucky number
25.
25.
And in 2025.
And in 2025. Crazy.
Right. Well, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'm Cusco.
And we'll see you next year.
Hit it. Wait. I want to be Shadow.
We are already doing the drum beat.
Dang it.